Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Passages from Blue Fern Studios. This is a project for Scrap and Create, and you can get all your supplies there. And we have made all our pages and done almost all the matting. We just had a couple of areas where we needed to put magnets first, and I've gone ahead and decided what I'm going to do there and place the magnets. And I also wanted to tell you, we had cut out that little window from one of the pockets, and I said go ahead and use whatever die you have, will be fine. Just adjust your sizing accordingly, or cut it by hand. So what I've done is, if you do want to cut it by hand, is I made a template. It's not the exact same as this because I think that would be probably copyright infringement on the people who made the die. Although honestly, I have no idea where that die came from. I've had it forever. But in any case, I drew a very similar design, and I'll include it with the cutting guide, so you will have seen it by now and know about it, but I hadn't mentioned it to this point because I only just did it. That you could print, make a template, trace and cut, or use your Silhouette or Cameo or Scan and Cut or whatever to cut it. And I included with that template another slightly larger version of the same that you can cut out, because I'm going to mat this piece that came out of that because I like it so much, and we'll use it as a tag of some sort. Just be aware that when I expanded the selection in Photoshop, it did round these corners. Just go ahead and cut them square if you prefer. So that's that. All right, and let's go ahead. Okay, so page 4 and page 6 are the two places that we needed the magnets, and I am going to use these Graphic 45 regular tags in Craft for my tags. I highly recommend them. If you do not have them and don't want to get them, you can make your own. They're about 6 3/4 tall. Is that right? 5 3/4 tall by 3 7/8 wide. If you want to make your own. All right, so this is 6, so let's put that aside for the moment. This is page 4. Remember, it has these two little flaps. And then this is going to be the mat. So what I did is I found the center line of the tag and put 2 magnets. Then, I put a scrap, put the other magnets down, and then placed it, I just eyeballed it a little lower than center and side to side to place these 2 magnets. Okay? Like that. And then one thing that I would be aware of, because we do have a lot of magnets going on, is check and make sure if there's a magnet on the opposite side, okay? You want to make sure that these magnets are repelling from that magnet and not attracting to it. So turn them whichever way that is so that they repel. That way they'll only go to these magnets and not the one on the opposite side of the page and cause you problems. Okay? So, I hope that made sense. Alright, so let's go ahead and glue this mat down. Good. All right, and those will close, and then that will go there and hold everything down. Okay? All right, and now let's do page 6, exact same thing. I found the center of my tag, placed the magnets, and then put it where I wanted it to place these 2 magnets. And again, I'm putting these a little lower just to give me room for whatever ties I'm going to put here. And Actually, that's supposed to go like that, I think. I'm sure. I know that goes like that. Making sure I'm right side up. Oh my goodness, that was my stomach growling. I'm sorry if you heard that. Okay. Okay. And that is going to go like that. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right. So that is that. And now I am going to, let's see. I really feel like I ought to make my cover because I haven't done that yet. I know I told you guys last time to make yours, but I haven't made mine yet. So I am going to go ahead and make my cover and my hinge. If you haven't made yours yet, the cutting guide will give you the size for everything. And I have a video, 2 videos, one for the hinges, one for the cover, in my Design Basics playlist. And what I'm thinking I might do is use the contrasting spine cover and use black for the main part of the cover and craft for the spine. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I will see you back here in a couple of minutes and I will have my cover done. Okay, I am back. I have made my cover. I did go with the black cover with the craft spine, which I always think looks really nice. And I made my hinge. And I've gone ahead and put 3 of the pages in. And then I'm just going to do one with you. It's very easy. You just take the opening on the side, the one that goes all the way through, that forms the tube, and slide it on the hinge. And you want to check for fit first, and you don't want to press it right down against the spine. You want to leave about an 1/8, 16th to an 1/8 of an inch, depending on the thickness of your pages. And what I like to do is pull up just a couple of inches of my tape and fold it so that it'll be sticking out from the page. And then slide the page on. Get it just about where you want it. Mine are about a 16th up. Make sure it's good on both sides. And then just press down so it adheres. Make sure it's straight. And then pull the tape, the back of the tape I should say, off and press. And give it a good press. Okay. And then you want to turn the page. You need to use some sort of a tool. If you've got like a weeding tool or something like that for your silhouette, that'll work. There we go. Okay, there we go. All of the pages are in the book. So what I thought I would do next, not there, is make the tag, or whatever we're going to put mouse tag in there. And I set aside the page for it. Now I don't see it, so I don't think I used it. I just think I moved it. I don't remember where I moved it, so. Let me see, it was the one with the little car on it. In that file. Okay. Hopefully I didn't use it. I don't think I did though. Oh, here it is. Okay, good. Didn't use it. Right. So there's that. So let's decide. It's going to be a tag, right? So we can pull in and out. We don't want it too hard to get in and out, so we don't want to make it too wide. Let's start with 4 1/4. 4 1/4 by, I'm going to start with 6 1/2. 4 1/4 by 6 1/2. And let's make that out of craft. It's a little shorter than 6 1/2, but I'm going to go with it rather than cutting something else. This one's 6 and it really is literally 6 7/16, so it's just the tiniest hair less than 6 1/2. All right, so let's see. Oops, yeah, that's going to be too tight. Okay, I need to cut it a little narrower. What did I cut it? Did I cut it 4 1/2 instead of 4 1/4? Let me see. I bet I did. I did. It's 4 1/4, not 4 1/2. Okay, that's good. And then, because this is so kind of fancy, maybe we want to do something fancy on the top of this. So, this is the piece that we cut out when we made the pocket. And what I was thinking is maybe just line up, I don't know if you can see, I'm lining up the straight edge here with the edge of the piece of paper, and then the top of this arc is at the top edge. And go there, and then just do the same thing on the other side. Like that. And so it's still a little straight across there, which I'm not sure I like. I think I might want it to actually be more of a curve. Playing with this. I'm looking around me, you can't see it, but I'm looking around me to see if I have anything, and I do. Round. I have my dies. Let me grab... That one's too big. I'll grab this one. Maybe I did need the bigger one. I don't know. Yep. Let's see. All right, so this, how big is this? Just for your reference, it's 4 1/2. And I am just centering this and drawing that curve. I think that looks better. Okay, I want to try that and see how that works. And what I will try to do is make you a template for this as well, so you don't have to do what I'm doing. That is not bad, but it's still a little straight across the top. All right, I'm going to play with this a little bit more. Hang on. Okay. Let's see how that looks. fine. Technically it should go further in, but it's hitting the tab at the bottom. Let's see. That's fine. Okay, I'm okay with that. Okay, so I think what we want to do is just do a basic mat, and then we'll put this on top of it. So let's grab some 8x8s. Although, do I want to save these? Because we still have a lot of side pocket inserts. We have covers. Thinking I might want to, maybe I'll use a 12x12 because I have places I still need to do quite a bit. We have this piece that might work for the back of the card, unless we want to do the journaling spot, in which case there's a piece that has that. If I could locate it, would be. I think that's. I'm not sure there's a piece. I think maybe I already used it. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, maybe use this with this on top. Or instead of using two pieces, maybe just make the whole mat out of this. That might be the way to go. Although I won't have room to do both. What's on the back of that? Oh, there's the journaling piece. It's on the back of that. No, I think I want a double mat. I don't want that. It won't show up as well. That's kind of not what I want. Maybe this one. Let's go the other side of that. You know what? I don't really understand how this paper is in this collection with the clouds. I feel like it doesn't quite go, which is fine because this side's great. I think that's a good idea. Okay, let's use this. And I'm just going to trace. I know this is going to be too big, but we can trim. And, okay, so I'm just going to cut that. Template. Get rid of these. Okay. So what I'm going to do is cut this shape, or trace this shape, I should say. Okay, I am back. Now since I hand drew mine, it may look a little bit different than yours, but you will have a template to cut your tag and your mat. So let me go ahead and mat. Oh, you know what? Before I glue this down, I'm going to use it to trace the piece of paper that I'm going to put on the other side. And I'm kind of thinking I want something darker. Actually, this kind of blends in with the craft. Okay. Alright. So we have this, and again, I feel like I wish I'd used something darker, but this is going to go on top. Unless I want to put this with that. Maybe I'll make that the front. This will be the back. Okay. Let me glue this one down. Get that centered very well. This one we'll put here. I think I did not cut that curve very smoothly. It's better. There. We want to get this on top. Right? We want to make sure it ends up where it can be seen. So let's slide that in. That's if it's fully seated, and that's our goal. All right, so where's my... So about 3 inches up and 2 1/4 in is about center on that. So, yeah, 2 1/2. All right, so I feel like if we just sort of go to the edge of that ticket, maybe in a little bit because we want some of the other mat showing. So let's just go there. Just eyeballing here. We'll save that because we can use that elsewhere. And let's just cut roughly here. I think that's going to be too wide. Don't hang on. That's going to be, yeah. Let's just go into, well, I'm going to leave it wide because I can cut it down, but I can't put it back. Okay, so that's about how wide we want that. And then we want the car, I said 3, right? To be just about 3 inches up on the tag, maybe a little lower. So let's tear this diagonally from right about here at the top of this pattern down and sort of around here. Yeah, that's good. I like that. And then that's going to come up a little bit. I need to take just a hair more off at this top. Okay. I think that's pretty good. And then I'm going to cut this one straight at the bottom for my pencil. And I'm just making a mark. Save that. I'll be able to use it. Okay. So if we put that just there like that, what I'm thinking is glue the 3 straight sides and leave that torn top as a pocket. I'm just not sure about this straight side if I want to tear it a little bit because it's a little straight. Yeah, that'll be all right. We'll ink it. Okay, so let me grab. And we're going to ink this edge pretty heavily. That. Okay, so if we put that like that, and then where's our ephemera? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's too big. I'm gonna save those. The ephemera in this collection is really nice. This little road trip banner thing is cute, but we might want that elsewhere. Okay, so I think it's going to be one of these. I think this makes more sense than a rapid transit. Since this is a car, it doesn't really go with rapid transit, so let's add that, and we'll leave it as a tuck spot. We won't glue it down fully. And you can't really fit that much in the pocket that we're making, but that's okay. All right, so if we put that, now you know what? I am going to glue this down. Well, no, because if I just glue it at the bottom, it should be fine going in and out of the pocket. Okay, so let's get some of this down. And again, I'm just gluing the straight sides. Okay. And then we are going to put this here. Yeah, I mean, I keep thinking of adding layers, but I can't really add too many layers to this because it won't go in the pocket if we do. I'm just putting a little bit of glue there. Let's see. These are way straight. There we go. And then turn it over. I'm thinking maybe put this here on the back. I better test this for fit before I start adding any more things, huh? Okay, that's good. All right, and then we want to put something in that pocket. let's do that before I put anything else on the back. Maybe we could put this in the pocket. That would be cute, right? It's got to be much narrower though. Because this would be something you could write on or put a picture. All right, so how wide can we go with this? I think 3 is probably as wide as we can go. So we want to be 3 by 5 1/4, give or take. And I've got, this is narrower than 3. That's a tight fit. I didn't think I put that much glue on that pocket, but it feels like I did. And maybe it's just being stubborn. Is that 3? That is 3, okay. All right, let's cut that 5 1/4. Put that away. I'm going to need it to cut this. Let's cut this 5 1/8 and 2 7/8. Given how fussy that was going in and out of there, let's round the corners. That'll make it easier. Okay, let's do 1/4 inch. Don't know why I turned it around. It's completely reversible. Oops. My goodness. Let's try that again. Okay. And I wonder if we need to mat the back of that. But how much bulk can we really seriously take? Just all right, that is a tight fit, but it's in there. The only thing is it blocks that. Hang on. Oh gosh, now I can't get it out. All right, hang on, let's think about this. I want something in here, but I don't want to hide that. And this was a really tight fit, so I think this is not what we're going to want. Maybe, okay, hang on. Maybe I'm making this harder than it needs to be. I am. Look at that. Perfect. That's what we want. So let's tuck that in there. Okay. Learn from my mistake. We don't want to cover that because we want it to show in the that window, but we could just tuck a little something in like that, or you could put one of your own pictures in. Okay, let's see, how's this? We'll save that piece I just made and just put it somewhere else. Perfect, that is perfect. Okay, now we just need a grommet and a tie. And I have got no idea where my grommets are. There they are. What are we going to use for a grommet on this thing? I've got to order some grommets. I'm running out of colors. I still feel like I'd like something on the back of this, but I don't want to make it so bulky that it doesn't, you know, that we can't get it in. Sorry, I've got some clogging that. Okay. Oh my goodness, that is not even almost centered. That's terrible. What am I going to do? What was I thinking? Okay, you know what? I'm going to live with it. You guys will have a template. It'll have a dot. Put yours where it belongs. I swear that looked centered, but of course we all know I can't see, so I don't know why I went by that. Tempted to try to get it out and see if I can hide it with something and then repunch it, but I know that's not going to work, so. All right. Okay. Well, I'm sad that I wrecked that, but it's fine. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's the trash trucks coming. Okay, there is that. Put that up. Over. Done. Okay. At least these already have their grommets, so I won't ruin those. Okay. Off to a start. Where's that thing I just made? All right, for now, let's just tuck that in here. Okay. And let's see, where do we want to go from here? Probably I ought to pick out things for the covers. I think that's where we want to go from here. Okay, I'm going to clean up a little bit here and be back, and we will do something on the covers. Okay, I am back. I've picked out a few things for the cover. So let me show you what I have here. I've got this little We Were Here from the ephemera pack, and this little card also from the ephemera pack, or not card, car. This little calendar also from the ephemera pack. This is from the cut apart sheet, and I'm going to mat it, so I cut just a black mat for it. And then this piece from the collection, this is from a 12 by 12. And I just cut that to fit on the black side of the cover. So, all right, I'm going to put that down first. Okay. Just lifting that up so I can be sure it's straight. Okay, that looks good. ahead and put this mat So I'm kind of thinking of that right there. It's going to move. Okay, let me hold that up so it doesn't move. Okay, so that right there. This underneath it, possibly at an angle like that. This here, I haven't decided if I want that on top or underneath. I think on top. Okay. And then the car. And I was wondering if I wanted anything underneath, like a book page or something like that, but I don't really want to use something you don't have. I'm just sliding that over so it doesn't line up. I think that'll work. I've got some flowers that we might add later, but this would be the base. So let's go ahead and we'll start with this tag there, or text label, whatever it is. So we're just going to put that there at a slight angle. Before I press it down, I'm just going to check where it is. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay. And then this here. I'm not lifting any of these up to give too much dimension to the cover. Keeping it relatively flat. You can if you want. That, and then this one is going to go here. Just about like that. We have the car. I'm going to put it fairly low to cover as little of this as possible and in from the side because we don't want to line it up like that. I want it in. Right about there, I think. I think before I glue it down, I'm just wondering, do we want to add these little banners? I think would be cute. Do I want them on top? I think on top. I like them on top. Okay. Okay. Right. So I'm going to put that. There. have for charms. This is the little packet of charms that came with Scrap and Create. When you order, you always get a little packet with metal pieces and things. I'm just looking to see if there's something here that I want to add. Little suitcase, little train. I definitely like these. Flower. I wonder if any of these indicate, say, road trip. Maybe. Maybe the suitcase. I love this little umbrella. I wasn't going to do a charm closure on this book, but these charms are really cute. We may have to figure something out. I like the charms. I'm just not seeing anything that indicates road trip, which is sort of what this looks like. You have the little heart. I like the heart, I just don't think it speaks to the theme of the cover. Okay, I think I'm just going to put these down as is. All right, I'm just putting the glue on the top so that they're loose. Put that there and then that one there. Is cute. Okay. I like that. Okay. Alright, so let's hang on to those. We'll use them somewhere. There's the cover for now. We may add other things. We haven't done the back of the spine. And okay, so we have the inside, front, and back covers. We should probably get to going on those. And these are going to be pockets because we really don't have that many pockets on the inside. I mean, I guess we do, but I want more. Okay, oh, that goes that way. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to cut the pieces. You'll already have probably cut yours because they'll be in the cutting guide for these pockets, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I've gone ahead and cut pockets for the inside covers. And let me show you what we're going to do. We are going to do a stacked vertical pocket here. And for that, and this is in your cutting guide, these are 8 3/4 by 3.5 and 8 3/4 by 2.5. And then on the inside back cover, we're going to do a pocket here. Now, if you want, you could just cut another one of these and put it here and have a mirror image, but I kind of want the volume and storage that another full pocket gives me, so I'm doing a regular pocket. And that is 6 3/4 by 3.5 for that one. Okay, so I've gone ahead and put my tape and trimmed my corners. I'm just going to get these burnished. is. All right. I think I'll go ahead and put this one on first. And let's make sure these fit. Let's do a test fit. They should. But of course that doesn't mean they will. That actually looks really good. Okay. And actually, you know what? I think I will put this one first and then we'll add that on top. Just to give me less volume to work with. I'm just pulling away the tape, the back of the tape, not the actual tape, from the corner. Okay, just fold it so it's sticking out. And I'm just going to turn this so that I can actually see it. I'm not putting it right into the corner. I'm leaving a little space, maybe 1/8 of an inch. Press down on that corner. Go. Okay. There's one. And then this one is just going to sit on top of it like that. Okay. And we're just going to do the same thing with this one. And this one, we're going to line up with one we just did. So I want the bottom to be right along the bottom, the side, right on the side. That. Okay. Being really awkward. There we go. Just like that. Okay. And burnish. Okay. That's good. That'll give us a little extra space for things. And then here, I'm just going to do the same thing with this pocket's going on the bottom and is going to be alone. We are not doing a stack. So you can see. And this one, that fits very well. I'm going to start on the outside because that's the one I want to make sure it doesn't overhang in any way. So we are just going to put this right against the edge. Making sure that it is not sticking out at all. Okay, good. pull this one off. I think Jolly is on her way to join us. I hear some little footprints. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, and a meow. Hi, baby. Okay. Alright, so now we need mats for that. Oh, and I didn't show you. I cut side pocket inserts. These I think are a little wider than I'm going to end up with. They're 7 3/8 tall, and they're 5 1/2 right now. Probably going to take about an 1/8 inch off. I think they're a little fat, but I'm just going to leave them there for now, just so they're out of the way. All right, and I have scraps that we can use, I'm sure, for these mats. Okay, great. All right, so that's all done. We haven't decided on anything for the back. I'm not too concerned though, because even if we put nothing on the back, it'll look nice because it's pretty cover. Although we'll probably just put an ephemera or something. We'll see. And then we have spine. All right, so let's go through. We need things for the pockets. And we have some major spots that need things. The main one I'm thinking, hang on. All right, so we need something in that pocket. I just stuck some cut aparts in for the moment. We need something for this belly band. Okay, so here we go. So we need something good size for here that can't have a lot of volume. So just probably a matted photo mat will look nice in there. This tag here we need to do. We need to map this envelope and make something to go in it. And then this tag, this we did already. This we've got a couple things in, but we could make something else, and then we need something for in here. So we still have a fair bit to do. I think, what should we do next? I think what I'm going to do is go through, I'll do it off camera, I'm going to go through and just cut pieces of a size to go in these pockets. And I may pull some craft ATC tags. I've got some here in the, let me pull them out. I don't know, I think this is the cream. These are graphic 45 tags. And I like the look of the cream, but we used the craft here, and I think I like the craft as well or better. So I'm going to get maybe some of those out. Like I said, I'll cut things that'll fit into every place that we need something, just bases. I'm not going to make them. And then once I have all those cut, I will come back and we will go ahead and start in on all these inserts and tags and things. So, oh, and you know what I just realized? You probably are going to want something here on the back, because I'm going to use a seam binding and a clip closure. So we'll put something on the back to hold that. And I need to trim these down. They're definitely, the 5.5 is definitely too big. I think we're going to go with try 5 3/8, and we'll go from there. You'll see in the cutting guide what I ended up with. Okay, I need to say, I have no idea how long this video is. I'm trying to decide if this should be the end of this video. You know what? I'm gonna call this the end of this video. And we'll do, when I come back in the next video, I'll have all those things cut out, and we will start in on those, because those are going to take quite a while. So, again, this is a design project for Scrap and Create. You can get all your supplies there. I'll have a link down below. And there's a link down below also to the cutting guide for this project, which if you have not already got it, just go ahead and get it. It's free. You just need to go download it. And I have, this is Passages from Blue Fern Studios. I have 2 12x12, 1 8x8, the ephemera, and the journal cards. And while you're at it, if you want to pick up the Graphic 45 regular tags and the Graphic 45 ATC tags in the craft, I'll be using those in my next project as well. So if you're worried you won't get use out of them, if you're gonna make my next project, which you'll see soon, I'm going to be using them again. And that, by the way, is going to be, what is it called? I've drawn a blank. Oh, here's the craft ATC if you want to see what they look like. It is Catch of the Day by Graphic 45. I can remember what they called it. Okay, so we'll be doing that next. So if you want to pick that up, and the ATCs while you're at it, and the regular. I'll be using those. I might use the large too. I don't know, haven't decided. But in any case, in this book, we're going to be using the regular and the ATC. So, that being that, I will see you next time, and we will get going on all of these inserts. There's so many to do. And so that's going to be a long one, I think. So I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and I definitely appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.